do the show live on YouTube. But if you're visually impaired, we got audio version available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So, like I mentioned previously, there's the Eastern Conference Finals game tonight. We're going to go around the couch, get one ticket from everybody that they like. This will make the Gills Arena pick 'em for the night. So fade us or rock with us if you like the picks. Gills is your show. You do pay the bills and sign most of the checks. So we're going to start with you. Lexi Brown, higher or lower, 11.5 points.
Taking the higher.
Good job. Good. Come on. Good.
I got to fade up. I can't go down no Lex.
That what fade means? You fade it, you rocking with it? A fade? Oh, so you rock?
Oh, I said that wrong.
Yeah, see? With tails, I mean, I'm like, yeah, see? We're learning terminology.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm taking higher.
Okay, good job. You got in early. It since moved up to 12.5 points. You think that is higher?
It's week 18 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it comes your way. Next.
In all their conquests. So, Kenyon, let's go with you next. Obi Toppin, higher, lower, 7.5.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season. And we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they lost.
The Vikings offense set to get going. Winners of 2 straight coming in. And all eyes on this man, their star running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again. That type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
$26. And of course, producer Jenkins is saying Boston runs away with it. A lot of you got more to it, but we got that. Let's get these numbers. They run away with the music guys. They got what they need. We good. All right, well, like I said, we got the deal.
Cousins.
He's going
to find his man in the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So just looking at this rookie class in totality, obviously a lot of great players.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
The others.
And the reason Brandon Miller didn't get first team is...
Things up.
On play action, Cousins.
No.
Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a...
Year, obviously, didn't necessarily live up to expectations what we expected, but he was playing in Portland.
But the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Vikings had 11-5 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Throwing it at traffic.
Hands, way to hold on to that.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Cousins on the throw here, caught by Allison. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework part of this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean.
With the second pick, the third pick, the fourth pick. Now you got the fourth, the third pick again. It's like, what do you?
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Right? I need you to A and B.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A little bit more air. A little bit more distance.
Guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And a 3rd and 6. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So y'all talk about JD, let's get into a little bit more. Youngest player in the league this season, slipped to late second round, stressing the action, put the Grizzlies injury depleted roster, made the most of his opportunity. So he finished the season with the 4th highest scoring average among all rookies at 14.6 points per game. 12 20-point games this season, 4 30-point games, including 31 on the Lakers, 44 on the Nuggets, and the Grizzlies' final 2 games of the season. So when you look at him, y'all know how much you love young players. This is the guy, like you said, that was thrusting the action with all the injuries the Grizzlies had. How good can he be?
He can be good because he's seemingly warm. It reminds me of how I
the play fake. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jefferson going to go in motion right.
He biting on that play action because they think I'm about to run the ball. He got to look up.
Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at it third and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
A second down throw for Cousins.
Oh.
On third down, Cousins. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
This back has been dependable. So he started 20 games this season.
The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn.
Wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Yeah, I'm about to just run the ball the rest of the time. I'm about to go for like 50 rushes. That shit be crazy.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Come on, Kurt. We're giving you too much time for you to be incomplete passes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Nice footwork at the 25. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 111 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Touchdown. Let's go, Kurt.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That was a good play call.
And so often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good...
But, like you said, since they started going young in 2001, sorry, like we're down, okay, they're all going MVP. But it's more missing. Like, it's more missing, but
Cousins on first down. They'll find Osborne here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
And then after 2000, the last 24 years, 18 out of the last 24 MVPs is 1-2 or over season.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I should have went left. I'm trying to follow a blocker though, but I should have went left and created my own.
Plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Good block, 67. I didn't think he was going to get him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 20. Now he's into the clear again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
The point of him being drafted by you is you're supposed to be the development. There's no one at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 years old that's going to be.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Like no matter how great a swimmer is in the pool, you put him in the ocean with the waves and shit, it's going to be a little different for him. He has to learn that level. So, you know, stop using excuses.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, and try to keep that lead.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and that adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Cousins now on 2nd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 32. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Man, 206 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
When you talk about some of those guys, Kobe Bryant, you like.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going.
Let's go. We ready for the playoffs.
Big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like
Y'all be little dude.
on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Cousins.
He gets it to Addison.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Cousins.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's a big play for both sides. What do we see here? 3rd and 4. Cousins now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. On 3rd down, they're trying to run for it on the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey,
But
and
the
worry
lady said
was wearing
that
another on the other sideline
the
as that final
court
snap
attorney
played
kept saying
out.
that she needs to
Now,
get in
we've
touch
seen
with
some
them with
incredible
control,
plays to
and
win
the
games
prosecutor
before,
was saying,
but in
well, we
this
need to
case,
get
I
in
think the
touch with
distance was just a little bit too
the
great
party
for it
who
to happen here.
started the case or
So
whatever.
for the
So
Vikings, a win
she
here in
probably
Week
have to be there
18
next time.
means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now
So I
they'll
get that.
await the
I
final
get that through the
seeding for the
department vote.
playoffs
I'm the first
ahead.
person in the department. I'm gonna see y'all coming in. I'm gonna be there. If somebody's talk to me, they have no excuse. Like, I am in this bitch until my name gets called. I got ready this morning. I was ready by 7:30. I was outside the courthouse by 7:40. 7:58, I walked inside. Walked up to the steps and was the first person in the room. Seeing everybody else in there too. Just seeing their cases, seeing what they end, like the bullshit that they dealing with, whatever. David Waymeyer, he's in jail. To a misdemeanor and a felony case as far as stealing. He stole something twice, but he's like, y'all, he said, I'm trying to get into a drug program, drug rehab.